What up gamers, I'm Jason, and today on Dice & Dragons I'm going to be unboxing a little bit of an older game by Z-Man Games. That's right, it's Bastion, designed by Evgeny Nikitin and Nikolay Pegasov. Designers, if you happen to see this video, please let me know how to properly pronounce your name. Now this is a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players. You're going to be defending a castle from a variety of different monsters and doing your best to survive this horde and win the day. Now Bastion is set in the universe of Berserk. So if you're familiar with the comic published in North America by Dark Horse or the manga itself, you may be familiar with some of the monsters and the overall theme. That being said, don't expect Guts or Griffin or Casca to show up in this game. So let's take it over to the top-down camera and see what's in the box. Now let's unbox Bastion. Box is a little tight, but got it off. Let's slide it over. And we'll start by taking a look at the rulebook. So we do get a nice little overview, list of all the components. Overall, I think the layout works. It does give you the feel of Berserk, just a little bit in terms of the coloring, things like that, as it is set in that universe. Now, I don't believe we're seeing any of the major characters from that universe, but let's keep on going and maybe we'll be surprised. Now here we've got some character cards. So we've got Sinir, Ziran, Dagdar, and Nefili. Now, I don't recognize these characters. And now, I haven't read all of the Berserk manga, so I'm guessing they are their own characters. We do get a nice example of the turn structure, a list of their spells and abilities. So we've got 2 spellcasters here, and they do seem to have all of the same spells, actually. Now, yeah, same thing for Dagdar as well as Nefili. So they all have these same abilities. And then we've got a list of the enemy abilities on the back. So it looks like these really just are more reference sheets as well as character cards because they have all of that same information. So let's put that aside. Next we've got what looks to be the board and some tokens wrapped in plastic, something that I absolutely despise. Such a waste. There's zero need for all of this excess plastic, which doesn't really serve too much. It's also just a little bit of a pain to peel off, but so we have some, what looks to be like no fire, no lightning tokens, some other tokens which look to be +1s, and I believe this is the castle and some playing card area here. Next, we've got what looks to be the pieces for the board to make up the surrounding area. And we do get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6 different areas. Now they all appear to be pretty much the same, just with the 3 different colors that you can see here that are changing. And it looks like there'll be specific cards that are placed in those areas. Now we've got some miniatures. Let's take a look at them. Oh, we even have a base. So we must have some type of standee. Now, overall, miniatures look to be good quality, typical of Fantasy Flight Games. Now, you may be wondering why I'm mentioning Fantasy Flight Games. Well, Z-Man is also owned by Asmodee, so they are under the same production company, essentially just a different banner. I really like the detail on Dagdar here. Nefili looks very cool as well. Another nice mini. And I do find that whenever you get only like a couple minis, sometimes the quality is higher. Sinir I don't like as much, but there's still a lot of detail to the miniature. Overall, no complaints. Still wondering why I've got this standee here, as we haven't seen anything to put in it. Maybe it'll come with the cards. Just look under the box. Nothing there. Maybe we got some stuff hidden under here. Nothing in there as well, so we've got a lot of empty space, unfortunately. I'm not going to take all of these out. Looks like we've got just a few different plastic tokens, and like the different colors that we had on the board, we've got tokens for all of these different colors that'll come into play as we play the game. Then lastly, we got to take a look at this pack of cards that we have. We got quite a few different cards, and they all do seem to be color coded. They also seem to have some different effects, or triggers related to spells, or maybe it's different weaknesses. And as I'm just gonna go through this all quickly, it looks to be Mountain Symbiote. Yeah, that definitely is enemies. So far I've seen everything here really is just enemy cards with different enemy skills, as you can see as well. Copper Dragon, Volcanic Dragon, Sharagon, so not really sure how all that comes into play. Here appears to be some different locations that we're going to be playing along the board. Looks like we get some positives for these obelisks, then some negatives if they potentially get destroyed. And this looks to be just like the standard card for the location. So there you have it. Not too many components for the game Bastion, so it doesn't appear to be something that'll be overly difficult to learn. Now let's get everything packaged back in the box, which there is plenty of room for all of this stuff in here, and then I'll be coming back at you with a quick outro. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that YouTube will make sure that you're informed as to when our Bastion review will be released. Hopefully it'll be in the next couple of weeks. I don't know, we've got a lot of stuff that is in the process of arriving and has just arrived. Also, down below in the video description, if you're curious as to what all of this stuff is I'm talking about in terms of games, take a look at all of our social media feeds, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can see a whole slew of pictures as to all that great gaming goodness that has been arriving on our doorstep. And with that being said, we're going to take it out of here. Hopefully you'll be back for the review, which may or may not be popping up right now, depending on when you watch the video. You will definitely get a link to one of our latest releases. And don't forget, keep playing games.